Step into the ruins of a medieval hall, a Viking longhouse, or an old timber-framed European church, and, well, one fact leaps out. The wood has endured centuries of harsh weather. Rain, snow, frost and soil moisture should have claimed it long ago, yet these structures remain remarkably intact. Modern timber, even with chemical treatments, often rots within decades. For the first minute, consider why this is. Medieval and Old World builders had no synthetic preservatives, no industrial coatings, and no chemical shortcuts. Yet they produced timber that lasted generations. Their secret wasn't hidden, it was in understanding wood itself, working with nature, and applying simple practical methods that we can replicate today. Old World builders started with wood that could naturally resist decay. Durability begins with selection. Builders favoured dense heartwood from oak, larch, pine and chestnut. Heartwood is naturally rich in tannins and resins that repel moisture and resist fungi. Sapwood, in contrast, is higher in sugars and more vulnerable to rot, so it was largely avoided. Beyond species choice, timber was often harvested in winter or early spring when sap levels were low, producing wood naturally less hospitable to decay. Modern projects benefit from this principle as well. Choosing naturally dense, slow-grown timber dramatically extends longevity, whether for outdoor furniture, fencing or garden structures. Even small-scale applications gain years of durability when using naturally resistant wood. Selection alone was not enough. Old World carpenters understood that water management was crucial. Beams were often split along the grain rather than sawn to preserve natural fibre structure, which reduces water absorption. Edges were beveled or rounded and posts tapered at the top to allow rainwater to run off instead of pooling. These adjustments minimized moisture contact, the leading cause of rot. For modern builders, similar techniques are simple to implement. Rounding post tops, beveling edges, and allowing rainwater to shed naturally keeps wood drier for longer. Even minor adjustments in shaping have a major impact on timber longevity. Freshly cut timber is, well, rather unstable and highly susceptible to cracking and decay. Old World builders would air-dry timber for months or even years in ventilated storage. Slow seasoning allowed moisture to escape evenly, stabilizing the wood and making it far less vulnerable to rot or insect attack. Dry timber also holds fasteners and joints better, which really contributes to structural longevity. Modern projects, benefit immensely from using seasoned wood. Even outdoor furniture or small garden structures last far longer when timber is properly dried before installation. Patience in seasoning is a simple step that pays decades in durability. A surprisingly effective Old World trick was controlled heating. Timber was lightly charred over embers or exposed to low heat, which drives out moisture, hardens the surface and reduces sugars that fungi feed on. This semi-carbonized layer acts as a natural shield against water and decay, strengthening the wood without any chemical intervention. Today, builders or survivalists can replicate this method by carefully exposing timber to low heat until the surface hardens without burning. This treatment strengthens posts, beams and boards, especially when combined with natural oils or resins. After heating, Old World carpenters applied pine tar fish oil or rendered animal fats to timber while it was still warm. The heat opens the pores, allowing these substances to penetrate deeply. Pine tar repels water and resists fungi. Fish oil saturates the fibres for protection, and fats allow the wood to flex as it expands and contracts. This layered treatment created a natural, long-lasting barrier that often outperforms modern sealants. Even today, applying warmed natural oils or tar is simple, sustainable, and highly effective. Outdoor posts, garden structures, and even furniture can benefit from this centuries-old method. Material preparation alone wasn't enough. Old world builders designed timber placement carefully to prevent water damage. Posts were elevated on stone or gravel, floors were raised for airflow, and roofs extended beyond walls to direct rain away. By combining clever design with treated timber, builders drastically reduced rot risk and extended the life of their structures. Modern builders can replicate this easily, elevating posts, allowing ventilation beneath structures, and designing generous roof overhangs drastically reduce water exposure, even without chemical treatments. Design works hand in hand with preparation to protect wood naturally. The Old World demonstrates the lasting power of simple methods. From Viking longships to medieval granaries and timber-framed halls, surviving wood really does prove the effectiveness of these old-world strategies. Careful selection, shaping, slow drying, heat treatment, natural oil infusion, and moisture-conscious design created timber that endured centuries. Modern chemical treatments cannot always match this combination of durability and sustainability. By applying these principles today, builders, homesteaders and survivalists can create timber projects that last decades or even generations. These methods aren't just historical curiosities, they are practical, proven strategies for anyone working with wood. If you found this exploration into old-world engineering valuable, do consider subscribing to Relic Logic and sharing this video with fellow enthusiasts. The wisdom of the past still has lessons to teach, and with careful application, it can protect your wood against rain, snow, and time itself.